And what's good, everybody? My name is D, and welcome back to Grown Up, where you already know what we do. We talk about that grown up shit, and I give you that independent music. Now, today, of course, we got a brand new Naturally on a Wave interview. I have a brand new artist joining me today. His name is Kingg Ching. What's happening?
How you doing?
Good. So go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, introduce yourself, say your name, where you from, the genre of music you do, and of course, how long you've been doing music.
Kingg Ching, that's where I go back. From DC for sure. Been doing music since elementary school, but I started recording around ninth grade, so
Okay.
I ain't really like the visual.
Yeah.
And then life played out, so I'm not gonna sing, exposing my talent.
Okay. Ninth grade. Okay. So ninth grade, that leads me to my first question. How did you discover music? Was there a different path that you wanted to go down first, or did music present itself and then you were like, yeah, this is it?
I mean, rap was real natural. I don't know. Look, Lil Wayne, was one of my motivators. The person I looked up to was Lil Wayne. Being as though my family was a big part in exposure that genre of music to me as far as rap. And it became natural. I just started making little freestyles at school and then writing, and people was messing with it. And I felt like it was natural, so I used to just have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It kept on going. I can't know this time.
Dope. What was your first Lil Wayne song that you heard and you was like, yeah, that's it?
One that was official for me was with N.O.W. It was not one falls. That song hit me. It was a little later on when I really started learning box.
Okay, for sure. So, like I said a little bit earlier, I did some research. So, growing up in the DMV area, which for the audience that doesn't know, DMV is the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. What was the atmosphere like with hip hop, from what you could tell?
How can I put it? At first, it was diverse, very, very diverse. But how can I put it? Clicky. When I say clicky, it was if you wasn't from an area or messing with an area, a lot of people wasn't with that or messing with it, shall I say? It was real. A lot of beef rap. How can I put it? Like, it was a lot of people beefing with hood.
Yeah.
Messing with. However, Wale kind of hit the scene and kind of made it, loosen the scene up a little bit.
I read about that.
Yeah, so DMV music is just real clicky.
Got you.
But it's real clicky.
Yeah, so like where do you think that you fall? Like you think like you're just still doing you're in your own lane, you do your own thing, or
I feel like I'm a blend of it all.
Got you.
And I'm also, I feel like I want to set an example for those who are more so hesitant on hitting the rap scene because they don't feel like they're beefing, or they not gangster, or they ain't shooting guns, doing drugs.
Yep.
I don't want to set an example. You don't gotta talk about those things 24/7. You ain't gotta be involved.
Right.
Reach 100% to have a talent or to expose your music, or just to be seen or heard. You don't have to do those things.
Yeah, that's dope, and that's very different than a lot of rappers that are coming out or that are already out and stuff. Like, that's a different narrative that you're speaking, and I think that's super dope that you're bringing that up and you want to push that, with other people, and that's really dope, man. I commend you for that for sure. So how is your producing process with your music? You know, where do you find inspiration? I know you said Lil Wayne is one of the artists that you look up to. Are there any other artists that you look up to that inspire, you know, what you do in the studio?
Um, in the studio, not necessarily. Um, it's more so behind the other things. I look towards visuals, the entire concept people are putting out there, the message behind their music. So I look up to different artists, like the Baby for the visuals.
Got you, yeah.
For Big Flock. Big Flock has dope visuals. I like No Savage for his lyrics. I like his lyrics. A lot of artists. I like a lot of the Memphis artists. As far as N.O.W, Kingg I like them for their beats.
So how do you mix that all together? You know, when you go in the studio, you know, you thinking of all these different diverse artists that you just named, how you put it all together?
Doesn't play a part in the studio for me.
Got you.
As far as those, because that's their. I make music for me.
Right.
But the way I play it is for others. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That I like for me. I don't make it for others. It's all about me. And that's how I know the other artists are taking it. They don't go in the studio. Well, I honestly don't know, because a lot of people are sounding the same.
Yeah, that's true.
They may be going into the studio thinking about his numbers or what he's saying. That's not me.
Right.
Personally,
so you just like listening to the diverse music, the different music, but when it comes to actually getting in the studio, you're like, you cut all that off and it's just what you want to do.
I mean, copy cheat still is a pretty good strategy when it comes down to certain things, but I don't copy cheat still when it comes down to making my music or painting my picture. I copy cheat still when it comes down to exposing.
Yeah, I got you. So do you think it's easier or harder to make it in the DMV music culture? And do you think a lot of judgment, because you said it is pretty cliquey, so do you think a lot of judgment gets passed quickly when like a new artist tries to push their music out there? Or do you think support does happen, you know, or no matter what?
It is definitely difficult to make it out where I'm from, DC, Maryland, Virginia. I mean, I'm gonna put it all together, you know, the DMV area. DC itself, I can speak for. It's definitely hard making it out. Where I'm from, being as though because it is clicky, people, the music, the sound of music change, the credentials behind lyrics and what you putting out change. I'm hearing a lot of anything being said and anything being put out. I don't want to be typical, but I want people to understand where I'm coming from. It's a lot of cap rap going on, and that's being promoted. You know, that's being, you know, elevated.
Yep.
You used to get your car pulled back in the day. That wasn't it back then. So it's different now. It's different now. So trying to make it out, you gotta think how to make it out, especially if. And then you gotta go with the wave too. So if this is what's banging, this is what's taking people out. This is what I gotta do.
Right.
But I'm a thinker, so I kind of like to work around those things, kind of mix it all together.
Got you.
Make it authentic.
Okay.
As much as I can. It's not a lot of authenticity in the city. It's not a lot of diversity in the city as far as music. Like, people not different. It's the same. That's why it's a little hard to make it out.
Yeah, got you.
and you can't separate a lot of these artists. Um, I feel like you put them all in one boat.
Yeah. So how long does it take you to like get your project together or produce one track?
It really depends. It really depends. Sometimes it takes me 30 minutes. Sometimes it takes an hour. If it's one of those, it may take me a day.
Yep.
If it's one of those, but yeah, and that's just for me because I don't like to put out anything.
Yeah, of course.
It's that, like, you know, it may, you know what I'm saying, and it ain't done.
Yeah.
It take a day, but sometimes it could take 30 minutes like that.
Yep. And you feel it and you like, yep, that's it. Yeah, I got you. So, do you believe like in the DMV area, does promotion and recognition come up a lot for new artists, you know, like yourself? Or do you find yourself getting promoted and recognized mostly outside of the DMV area?
Yeah, the second one.
Okay.
Promotion in the city, it's weird. And I'm gonna say weird because you have people that do the bare minimum,
right,
for you, and it's not a lot of managers in the city. It's not like Atlanta where it's like rappers is a jug.
Right.
Rappers is a jug. That's the best way I can put it.
Yeah.
Not like that in the city. It's hard to find people that's managing and producing and putting together and signing artists or leading and showing the artist the right way to do things, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know what a publisher is.
Man.
Yeah. So
that's tough.
And that plays a part in promotion because a lot of these artists is doing it alone by themselves. Even with their team ain't promoting for real.
Yeah.
They just reposting, and commenting and liking, and that is the bare minimum. When you in this, it's more than that.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Promotion is definitely lacking where I am. And it's hard. It's $400 if you want to get another person or like a public figure to do for your. So and that's per song.
Wow. Yeah.
It's probably per day.
Yeah. Wow.
A lot of people was trying to come up off people too.
Yeah.
It's really genuine.
Yeah.
We're not helping each other up.
Yep.
Ourselves up. How you realize that that's dragging that one person down.
Yep.
The city is run by them. So.
Yeah. So what would you like to see? I mean, change, you know, like you said, help each other up, you know, that's a start, you know. So what would you like to see? Do you think it's like a lack of interest in the music industry or just kind of selfishness or kind of what do you think it is? Because I mean, some people not even knowing what a publisher is, man, like that's tough, you know what I mean?
I mean, as far as that's up to people to get the knowledge, but why it is the way it is where I'm from is just that's weird. That's us.
It's up in the air.
That's what I say. We don't walk outside. It's no, what you call it? It's not genuine love. You can go to Wisconsin, Alabama, and you get that natural, you know, genuine love. You know.
Yeah.
One day I said I was hungry at a airport, and I ain't had my money or something like that happen. I heard you say that. Give me $10. You would never get that. You would never get that in the city.
Yeah.
You hungry, you gotta figure out how to get it.
Man.
It's like we cutthroat. If you got it, they got it alone. They ain't, you know, even with they men, people was real, you know, petty, will, you know what I'm saying, they things. But
yeah.
even if it comes down to the feature, they try.
Yeah.
No matter no matter where you from, to be honest, you could be from their hood. You know what I'm saying? You could be their next door neighbor.
Yeah.
Find a way to get up on.
I think so too. Like, it's tough because a lot of people maybe want to get into the music industry, and then they see somebody actually doing it and trying to put in the work and the time and the effort and stuff, and they kind of start feeling some type of way about themselves, not being able to do what the next person is doing, and instead of encouraging that person or having that fuel to add for themselves to start and do it for themselves, they get like jealous and envy, and and they just be like, and it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean?
What I wanted to see change, because I didn't answer that question. I want people to actually stop and see the bigger picture.
Yep.
Instead of worrying about your picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The bigger picture with your picture in it.
Right.
A lot of people don't see that. Like if I reach out to somebody, No Savage or feature, I'm sure you're not gonna worry about who I am. I'm
right.
Sure gonna worry about where I'm from. What you're gonna worry about is how can he come up off it? How can he? Instead of worried about what's the whole intention, what's the whole motive.
Right.
So my whole kill behind mentioning No Savage is because he's from my city and he's a known person. We were both from the same city. I'm just from our city here. And we can go with Shaq Lizzy, we can go with Fat Trap. Either way it goes, you're not getting. I mean, I understand they're at a level when they got to that level, but they were at this level.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Trying to show other people their talent. So
exactly.
When you get to that point, and I understand. You know what I'm saying? The next on that level, but that's how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And it's crazy because it takes someone like me who I love music. I'm not in the music industry, but I love music, and I recognize that there's a lack of that, like a lack of showing independent artists off. Like I realize that, and even if they do, then it's not promoted like that, or you hear it randomly on the radio, but they never really push the narrative. And so that's why I started this segment, because I do see a lack of that, of course, not just in your DMV area, but just everywhere. Like it's a lack of promoting independent people who put the time and the effort, to want to put into themselves, so yeah, yeah.
Where you from?
I'm from Oakland, California. Yeah.
Wavy music out there.
Yeah, definitely.
You name some artists for me out there?
Yeah. Actually, I got you. Let me go into my playlist. I got some artists. Of course, everybody know Too Short, E40, like them the normals. But you got your G-Eazys. He's from the Bay. Let's see. I just added some new ones too. You got a little Easy. Yeah, he's lit too, for sure. Stunner Man N.O.W, he's lit too, for sure. You mess with some female artists?
Stunner Man who?
Stunner Man N.O.W.
Yeah, give me one female artist.
Kamaya, she go crazy, bro. She go crazy. KamaiYah.
I just asked that, so
Yeah.
It's I'm into the music too. I started this artist thing as an engineer. So a lot of my music is really me practicing my engineering.
Yeah.
But I've been doing a lot of writing, you know what I'm saying? So
gotcha.
But a lot of the music that you hear not even written.
Yep.
So it's so crazy. It's like I write a lot, but I don't write my music.
Mm-hmm.
Writer. So I kind of transform that into my lyrics.
Yeah.
Kind of like to hear other music from other areas. Kind of blend that all in because I'm an engineer.
Yeah.
Dove into making beats as well. So, and I know that Cali vibe is different. And I like.
Oh yeah.
I like Cali artists. I like Nipsey. Like.
Oh yeah, man. RP to a real one.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah. You had like you got the floor. I'm at.
Okay. So do you have any artists that you want to collab with? Not just mainstream, independent as well, of course.
That I want to collab with. I'm gonna start off saying I will collab with anybody decent. I did a lot of features with people, and I started to realize like why people charge. So it's like, okay, you can't give your lyrics to anything.
Yep.
Especially if you got that,
Yep.
Because I had a couple songs where I learned that I allowed somebody on the song and it made me look crazy. So I'm gonna take that. I would do it with anybody back, but like anybody decent.
Yeah.
If you're decent, I'll definitely work with you. But as far as who I want to do something with, it's an artist in DC named Champagne.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. I want to do something with him. He different. Write that down. Write down Champagne.
Okay.
And look into him. Those Savage would be cool.
Would you stick only to like rappers, or you?
Nah.
Okay.
I definitely get a singing artist. I got a little melody too. Okay,
I'll send you some information. I actually interviewed a artist from Maryland. So she, y'all all in the DMV area, she put out a single. She got an EP out. So if you, NJ, check her out. She's pretty cool. Her EP was nice. I fucks with it for sure.
Yeah, it's not really, I'm working on a daily basis, so I kind of be hard to stop and think about certain things.
Yeah, for sure.
What I want to do, I listen to people, but I'm working more so. So it's like the chance I get to listen to somebody, I'm probably still working.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So has there been any obstacles that you've had to overcome? I know daily obstacles happen, of course, but my podcast is all about, expressing the obstacles that we go through in this independent content that we're creating. And so, has there been any obstacles that you've had to face to get over? And has anybody ever just told you to stop doing music? Just cut it out,
As far as music obstacles, I mean, life gives obstacles, but it's things that play in a part of, your music. So, for sure, like when it come down to the music videos, I wasn't doing a lot of the music videos. I'm always recording, but I was hesitating on doing the music videos because of an obstacle in my life, as far as like not having transportation. That plays a part of where I'm from. Can't be out here exposing certain things like if you seen in a video with some money or a chain, or you known to be somebody and where I'm from, and they see you or think you lacking, and just because of your music video, you know what I'm saying, they think they can get in the way. I know what you capable of, anything. They don't care about none of that stuff. So, me not having a vehicle of my own or a crib of my own was an obstacle when it came down to the music. I was hesitating on worrying about that.
Yeah.
I just got this new song. I recorded this new song. I ain't got nowhere to stay. I ain't got no transportation. I gotta walk the streets looking over my shoulder.
Yep.
I definitely was hesitating on exposing my music to that obstacle. So that's one obstacle. There's other obstacles in life, but that's one of the main ones for me. What motivated me, because I'm not where I'm at right now. I'm still I broke out of that fear. Spoken my music. And I'm gonna give credit to Fat Trail for that, because I watched a little documentary and he was at where I was at, and he said the same thing. He felt like where he was at, he didn't want to shoot no videos. You live in the hood, you got people that hating on you and stuff. That give them even more animosity towards you when they see you got talent. You doing something that they don't, that they not doing. But he said, I just did it and it got me where I'm at now. So I took that into consideration, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. And just go ahead and start dropping music. Yeah.
So last question before I get to my last question. How do you keep that mental toughness in your music? Because like you said, you had to get through pushing yourself to get past that part, and now making music again. So how do you keep that mental toughness and keep that objective of you wanting to let the youth know that they can make music like you're making music?
It's definitely a mental mindset type of thing. Confidence with what you're doing. It made it easier for me when I have a purpose. So, the mental toughness part comes in play when you, like, one, I have a purpose. Two, I want that purpose to be seen and to be known and take effect. So I can't be weak behind that. Weak standing behind, what I want to promote, if you know what I mean. So how do I do that? I had the utmost confidence behind myself and my music.
Absolutely.
How do I have confidence? I can't say.
Sometimes it's natural. Sometimes confidence is natural.
You got a lot of people don't got confidence because they worried about others.
Exactly, yeah. But some people, like maybe their parents or somebody or whoever instills that confidence. So then it becomes natural to them to just be confident, and other people, they get beat down so much in life, or, from the jump, their parents didn't really instill that in them. So, they don't have that naturally to just carry on with that. You know what I mean?
Besides the childhood traumas, once you get over that, you gotta just be yourself. Because it's always somebody, I don't care how trashy your music might be. It's always, and I'm using music because that's what we're talking about, but it's always somebody that's gonna love. So you gotta be yourself at all times. So that helps, especially me. It helps me keep that mental strength. I'm confident that nobody can be me. I'm the best at doing it.
Exactly. So where do you see your music? Where do you want to take it in the future? How do you want to expand it? Give us the breakdown of where you want your music to be at. You got a vision. Hey, man, once you speak that vision into existence, it's going to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to speak it out there right now.
My music to be at where it deserves to be.
Absolutely.
That ain't up to me.
I'm
gonna do me. I'm gonna be myself. But I want my music to be where it deserves to be, and I always want it to be better and get better along the way. So I don't want to be stagnant. So it's no end destination for my music.
Absolutely.
And to be honest, I want my music to be as equal to Tupac and Biggie. What I mean by that, I ain't gotta be as great as them. But I want it to last as long as that, and I want my music lyrics to be remembered. And a lot of these artists don't remember their own lyrics.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say what I say. I'm not putting out anything. And it takes time to do that as well. But like I said, I want my music to be everlasting, to last very long. I want it to relate to people some way, somehow. And I know it will. There's a lot of people.
Absolutely.
I want it to get better and better.
And I know it will, man. I know it will. It's gonna last for sure. As long as you keep the vision that you say you want and keep putting in the work, man, and you put it out there already, it's gonna come back to you, man. Everything is. So you want
people to be afraid to be themselves, put out your music.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be the same. Stop saying the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Something different in the videos.
Yeah.
All that.
Yeah, for sure. So you want to give any personal shout outs? We're going to wrap it up. And then, of course, you could say any more final words if you want to leave something else for the audience as well. And then, of course, say your social medias and where they can go and stream your music.
No shout outs. I ain't giving no shout outs.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Shout out to me.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely working on a lot of videos. I want people to stay in tune. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Kingg with 2 G's, K-I-N-G-G. Ching, which is my name, C-H-I-N-G. That's also my Instagram name, except add 1 G to the Kingg, K-I-N-G-G-G _Ching, C-H-I-N-G. My music on all platforms. I'm dropping them as I drop these videos. So please stay tuned.
Of course, man. Thank you again for hitting me back. Appreciate you. Like I said, definitely wish blessings for you, man, and everything that you put out into the universe is most certainly gonna come back to you. All right. So hopefully, yeah.
This next video, I want you to pay attention to it. It's gonna expose everything that I can say in this segment. As far as my purpose behind my music.
Mm-hmm.
Next video is definitely gonna hang up.
Dope. So y'all go ahead, follow him on his social medias, subscribe to his YouTube, watch out for that music video drop, and pay attention like he said, so y'all can get the full message and the full story behind that. All right. So of course, this is Grown Up Podcast, y'all. This is Naturally on the Wave interview. It's Kingg Ching. Let's do this again, man. Y'all stay safe, be kind, and we out. That was Kingg Ching. You guys go follow him and subscribe to his YouTube. Of course, his links will be in the description. I hope you guys pulled a couple things from this interview, because I definitely did. I learned that we're turning a new path in this new world, and we are the face of it. Never meeting him before and had only one conversation with him, I seen just how much we're connected and thinking about the youth and the future we are building. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and like my Facebook page to keep up with the Grown Up Podcast. As always, stay safe, be kind, and we out.